The most popular man in the pack is my mate and everyone envies me very much, but after spending the night with him he told me that he would never mark me and would marry another woman as his mother requested, so I rejected him and left the pack. 5 years later he became the new Alpha. When I returned to the pack to attend my father's funeral and was about to leave, I was told that Alpha did not allow anyone to leave, so I could only go and find him. I need to leave this pack, I said firmly. Darius's gaze was sharp and I dared not meet his eyes. Why? He asked, his voice low. I'm not going to give you a reason, I said angrily, continuing, I just want to leave. You should call the people at the door. He stared at me for a moment, then shrugged suddenly. I need an answer. If you don't give me one, I won't let you go. His words made me even angrier, but I knew I couldn't confront him easily. For the sake of the child hiding at home, I had to give him an explanation. I didn't plan to stay when I came back this morning. I have to go back, I explained. Darius seemed to be thinking about my words, then nodded slightly. Tell me, Angela, does your mother know you're leaving? He asked. What happens at my house is none of your business, Darius. I just need you to do one thing, I said more firmly. He picked up a piece of paper. This is a permission slip. I need your mother's signature for you to leave. I took the paper and saw that it clearly required both his and my mother's signatures. I handed it back to him. Sign first. Why should I sign? He frowned. I don't want to see you again, I replied coldly. He smiled faintly. I know you hate me, Angela, but you have to see me one more time today. After saying that, he stood up and went to open the door. I glared at him angrily and turned around, walking out of his office. When I returned home, my mother was busy cooking in the kitchen. Angela, you're back. Dinner will be ready soon, she spoke. Cheerfully as usual. My father had just passed away, yet how could she be so calm? I placed the permission slip on the counter. I need you to sign it, I said urgently. I need to leave. She froze. You just got back. I don't want to stay here, just sign it, I said urgently. She shook her head. Unless you stay here for 2 days, I almost begged her. Please, Mom, I can't miss that flight. Please sign it. Seeing the desperation in my eyes, my mother finally sighed. What's wrong? Did Darius hurt you again? I took a deep breath, bit my lip and whispered, I have a child waiting for me alone at home, probably hungry. I was on the verge of tears, so I'm begging you, please sign. Before I could finish, she snatched the permission slip and signed it quickly. We looked at each other for a moment and I could see thousands of questions in her eyes. We'll talk about this later, I promised earnestly, and she nodded. I hurried out, rushing back to Darius's office and slamming the permission slip on his desk. Sign it, Darius. Darius leaned back in his chair, his expression grim. No one leaves this pack until I've completed my investigation into your father's death. His tone was cold. What? I choked out. You're a suspect too, Angela. Everyone is, he said coldly. I stared at him, stunned. I'll do anything. Please let me go, I pleaded. So desperate? He raised an eyebrow. Yes, I whispered. He smiled, picked up the permission slip and wrote his name hastily before handing it back to me. His expression was inscrutable. But remember, you'll see me again. On the plane, I was extremely nervous, and even my wolf was restless after seeing Darius. A man sitting next to me noticed. Are you okay? He asked with a friendly smile. By the way, my name is Mason. My name is Angela, I replied. We chatted briefly and his compliments reminded me of Darius, but I quickly snapped myself out of it. As we landed, he grinned. We'll see each other soon. I was too focused on seeing my daughter to doubt him. When I finally arrived, Lena threw herself into my arms. Mom, she cried, her voice erasing all my fatigue. I'm back, I whispered, holding her tightly. On the way home, a familiar voice suddenly called out to me, Angela. I turned around and saw Darius standing not far away. His gaze wasn't on me, but on my daughter. My heart sank and a chill ran down my spine. What are you doing here? Why are you here? I managed to ask, my heart racing. I pushed Rena behind me, trying to shield her, my eyes fixed on Darius. Who is she? Darius' voice was low and threatening. I was at a loss and answered nervously. She's none of your business, Darius. He took a step closer. I guess you were in a hurry to leave because of her. He pointed at Lena. I've told you, Darius, she's none of your business. What happened between us ended 5 years ago. Who is she? He asked again, his eyes fixed on me. She's my daughter. She's my child, Darius, I answered without hesitation. Rena looked up at Darius. Who is he, Mom? She asked. He's no one, sweetheart. Will he hurt us? She asked again. No, I won't let him touch a hair on your head, okay? She nodded and continued staring at Darius. I guess she's my daughter, he said with a hint of amusement. I shook my head. No, Darius, she's not your daughter. Then who's her father, Angela? He asked. I met him a few months after you left. She looks so much like me. You expect me to believe she's not my daughter? He countered. I told you, she's none of your business, I replied coldly, trying to stay calm. To my surprise, Darius suddenly knelt down and smiled at Lena. Hello, my name is Darius. I'm your mother's friend. Lena looked up at him and whispered. Your eyes look like mine. Darius smiled. Of course they do. What's your name? Lena. I grabbed Lena tightly and quickly pulled her away from Darius. Back off, Darius, I warned you. He looked at me, his eyes filled with deep helplessness and challenge. Angela, we have 2 choices, I replied coldly. I don't want anything to do with you. Go away. Darius's gaze grew even more determined. There are only 2 choices. Either I go home with you or I leave right now with my child.